What is up, guys? Blunt Guts here. I am doing a Watch Over Realms video for you today, and I am super excited because a lot of people are going to be getting the Meadow Sage, Elowyn herself, this weekend. You guys should be hyped. If you don't have her, you should be pulling. If you do have her, I actually don't think you should be pulling. This lady and I, not so great. She's a no for me. If you don't have Abomination or you haven't done the fusion, then these two epics are pretty nice. But in any case, I did a breakdown yesterday of whether or not you should pull. I would encourage you to check that out if you're on the fence. There's some good info in there. But today we're going to be talking specifically about Elowyn's skills, and I'm going to be giving you some insight into my experience with her. I did pull her about a month and a half ago, and she is the best. I love Elowyn. I love me some Elowyn. So probably one of my favorite champions. Definitely my favorite support champion in the game, my favorite healer in the game. So let's go through the skills real quick. AoE heal on the basic attack. She's going to just give attack-based healing to 3 allies in range. You can see her range up here. This is actually before it gets promoted. So I think if we go to this and we max level, you can see this healing range expands. So she's got a similar range to Midon. Mari has a similar attack range. So just for perspective. But in any case, if you skill it up all the way, you're going to get an extra 20% heals. That's nice. It's not really necessary. She does a lot of healing as is, so I wouldn't worry too much about getting that maxed out. The ultimate is really fantastic. She dispels all debuffs, one of 2 champions in the game that can do an AoE dispel for all allies in range, Midon being the other one. She's a much better healer than Midon is, and she brings a lot more to the table, as we'll get to later, but if you do skill this up all the way, you're going to get plus 200 initial rage, so that's going to go up to 400 initial rage. You're also going to get some extra healing, 20%, and you're going to also get that skill cost reduced by 200, so it's going to go down to 1,000. But in essence, this is just a 10-second AoE heal. It's big heals. It's for everybody in her range, not just 3 like the basic attack. So super great ultimate. Really love it. I wouldn't skill it up. I wouldn't go out of my way to skill it up anyway. I wouldn't be upset if I got skill ups in it, but I don't think it's something that you need to focus on maxing out. Finally, Elf of the Forest is her other skill that's, I guess, kind of activatable. She can summon a Wood Elf, which is has a 5-cost unit that gets dropped on a ground tile. So any place you can place a defender or a fighter. It can't be an occupied ground tile, so it does have to be an open one. But the Wood Elf is going to provide big healing in a 1-tile radius around the drop point for 10 seconds. And it's really useful. Kind of a theme here, but the skill ups, I don't think are all that important. I don't drop the Wood Elf more than every 40 seconds. Typically, oftentimes I don't drop them at all. So it's nice to have. And there's certainly content where I think especially since she's an AoE healer, her single target healing is not as high as like Vortex, for example. But the Wood Elf does kind of level the playing field a little bit. So if you've got short windows where your defender is taking a lot of damage, this can be really helpful to drop down and really heal, not just him, but anybody else that's around him. So great skill, really love it. Don't think the skill ups are all that important. On the other hand, this is where the skill ups are super important. So Nature's Favor at its base is going to give 1% rage every 5 seconds to everybody, not just the heroes that are around Elowyn or in her attack range, but any of your heroes on the map that are currently deployed are going to get that rage bonus, and it's super powerful. It's really great in Guild Boss, but it also just enhances everybody in every team that you bring her to. She's going to basically allow them to pump out more ultimates to just be more effective as heroes, to do what they do better. And that's why she is one of the best champions, if not the best champion in the game. So skill ups here are super important and they are super impactful. Like I said, initially it is 1% rage every 5 seconds. When you skill her up all the way, it's 3% every 3 seconds. So you're getting a massive boost to the amount of rage that she's putting out. It is crucial to skill her up in this skill in particular. So my advice to you is, if you are lucky enough to get her, I would skill her up until you get this skilled all the way. After that, anything else is gravy. If you want to keep going because you want to finish her up, I get it, but I would argue it's an ineffective use of resources. Let's go over the Awakening real quick. So Awaken 1, she's going to reduce damage by 20% when she uses her ultimate. Unfortunately, that is just for her. It's not for everybody else, so that's okay, but it's not great. Awaken 2 plus 300 attack. Who cares? I don't. It's 300 attack. Sure, I'll take 300 attack, but I'm not gonna be pulling for extra copies of her because of it. Awaken 3, each basic attack launch has a 20% chance to dispel debuffs from allies. That would be nice if there were just a ton of debuffs going out in this game all the time, but it would also be nice if it wasn't a 20% chance, and it would be even nicer, or I guess it would be more of an enhancement to her if she didn't have an ultimate skill that already dispelled everybody. So this is just the 20% chance kind of kills it for me. You can't depend on it, and it's not happening often enough that it's going to be impactful. Maybe there's some content in the game in the future where this is going to come into play, but right now it's not really a big deal. Rage Regen Auto +1. That is a waste of an awakening. I don't know why they do this. One extra rage. It's just it's silly. I feel like that would be such a letdown to have pulled 5 copies of Elowyn and then have that be the thing that you get for the 5th copy is just I don't know, it's a slap in the face. But Awaken 5 is okay. Obtain a Wood Elf immediately after using the ultimate. That's fine, but like I said before, I don't actually place the Wood Elf all that often anyway, so I don't know that it's really going to do all that much for you. So I guess the long and short of it is, if you don't have her, you definitely should be getting her. But if you do have her, I don't think you're getting all that much for the Awakenings. So unless you're some mega whale that just really wants to go out there and get A5 on everything, I would advise saving your resources on this banner. That's my perspective. But in any case, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you going to be pulling? How's your experience been with Elowyn? Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will catch you guys next time.